My name is Lauren Ray. I am from California, and I did not have an electric kettle when I lived in California.
Hello and welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the Boys, episode 53. I'm Big Mike, and here are some boys. Tony and Liam, how's it going?
53 episodes.
53. Yeah.
So we've done 53 episodes, right? And where we do 4 bonus purge casts.
Yep.
And we did a bonus Christmas episode.
Yep.
And we've done 5 Patreon bonus episodes. Yep.
You do the maths there. That's 63.
Can anyone do the maths? Is that 63?
Yeah. 4 and 1 and 5 plus 53.
That's 10. Okay.
63.
Jesus. So 63 episodes.
Yeah.
And this Friday, we'll be having another Patreon bonus episode.
Sick.
That's 64.
Zulane.
And episode 65 this Friday night at 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 in the morning, will be our anniversary episode. Our 65th episode.
That's fucking
episode
sick.
54.
You know what I mean? You know, that kind of way.
That kind of way. And does the trailer I made for the podcast that we released, does that count as an episode?
No.
Okay, what about the bonus episode on Patreon where it's just me reading out her stories?
That counts.
That
bloody counts.
That's 66. That's the
66.
fucking devil. That's the devil's work.
Yeah,
not,
66, and the year episode's coming out on the 6th, so 666.
26.
26, but yeah.
26
yeah.
of the 6th.
Of the 6th, though,
yeah.
you know, so...
At 66 minutes past 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
66 past 26.
That's 6 minutes past 7 for anyone for our international listeners.
Yeah.
So obviously that was very concise of us, but
And
let's get into some kettle talk.
We have over kettle talk. Well, Lauren doesn't have a kettle.
Lauren doesn't have a kettle.
She don't got no kettle.
Okay, so now we've just gone over some stuff. Let's go over some more stuff. Who has a kettle?
Bloody
Lapamardo.
Aaron Ortiz
No.
doesn't have a kettle. I know.
No.
Don't jump in. Let me finish my thought.
One of the lads had the kettle.
Andrew Laparmardo.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Andrew Laparmardo.
Yeah.
Or Lapomardo.
Whichever he prefers.
Whichever he prefers. Or she prefers.
Yeah.
Like, we're not here to judge.
No.
I forgot to tell you that offensive joke last week after the podcast. I'll tell you this week after the podcast.
Class.
Are you joking?
I will be when I tell you it. People are like, Jesus, if you're not going to tell that joke on this podcast, how bad is it?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry your pretty little fucking noggins about it, okay?
Yeah.
We can have our own private lives as well, okay? We don't have to be in the spotlight all the time.
Blah, blah, blah to you, you know?
We've given you 50 fucking 5 hours of this shit, like. Just let us have a minute to ourselves,
60
okay?
million hours.
I don't own the kettle.
Actually, I'm going to tell the joke now, right? Everyone fucking put it on mute for 1 minute. Give us 1 minute of privacy, please.
Yeah.
Lads, do you think they've actually put us on mute?
I think if they haven't, there's something seriously wrong with their fucking brain.
There's some kind of
They
fucking
need to
freak shit.
recenter their chakras.
They need to recenter their fucking chakra.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking freaks. I hate them so much. All right, and we're back. That was a good joke, wasn't
Oh
it,
man,
lads?
that was really offensive.
Oh man, I'm so glad
many
that
people. And animals,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, and no one's going to go back and listen to it not on mute. I assume they had enough respect to listen to it on mute the first time.
Yeah, of course.
So maybe they'll go back and listen to it this time, but you're not allowed to. So Laparmardo had a kettle, and Randy Suffren had a kettle in Canada, but we learned that not all Canadians have kettles because Pat didn't have a kettle. And I don't mean Pat, my arch nemesis, who still hasn't signed up to Patreon, so he still is my arch nemesis. He's a piece of shit. This is a nicer Pat, a better Pat, more handsome, more charismatic generally. He doesn't have a kettle. So
yeah, so not all Canadians have kettles.
Not all Canadians, right?
Sometimes
Canadians, sometimes Americans. We're still, and I wrote down that note about what Tony said about the possible It's possible he ate cornbread once. I made a note of that. Don't worry.
Good.
Good.
No, that's...
You can make cornbread in the kettle.
You can do whatever you want if you don't hurt anyone.
Popcorn as well.
Living creatures.
Your joke wouldn't agree with that, then, Mike.
No, my joke was awful. Both awful as in it's not funny and like horrible.
Yeah.
Towards aliens and people who are spatially inclined. Right. So should we get on with the 5-star question of the week?
Yeah.
Every week? Right.
Yeah.
5-star question of the week every week is sponsored by 5-star reviews on iTunes. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes. Take a snapshot of that. Send it to us on Twitter. Send it right to me on Twitter now because I have a Twitter page, famously, at Big Mike Corp. Send it to me on Twitter. I'll read it out in the podcast. I might even send you something to post. Depends where you live. Depends what I feel like. Depends if I have something in my hand that I'd send to you. Give me your address anyway. We'll see what happens, you know.
Just dox yourself. Just let me, last week.
Just let me know where you live. Sorry, this got weird.
Michael, bring the lip sync.
Do you like party?
Yeah, I suppose I've just asked the 5-star question, will I now?
Yeah.
And if anyone out there knows Samantha Mumba, ask her to follow me back on Twitter because she still hasn't.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be too sweet.
Actually, if you've got any Samantha Mumba stories, send them in, please.
She followed me on Twitter.
She did not, Tony.
She did?
Fucking did not, because I check everyone she follows every day, and you're not there.
How many people does she follow, Mike?
11,000.
That's no way.
And who's the first of the 11,000?
I'll have a look. Luckily, I don't have to do too much search.
Do you even know my Twitter name, Mike?
Yeah, it's Tony with an I. She follows 720 people.
Yeah, I thought it'd be 700 something. Celebrities don't seem to follow thousands of people.
And the first person she follows is the Blind Boy podcast, which is at Rubber Bandits. So he's actually Blind Boy's just changed that from the Rubber Bandits Twitter page to the Blind Boy podcast Twitter page.
Yeah. You weren't that lazy?
No, I wasn't that lazy. Big Mike Corp.
You didn't fucking dog us out like he dogged out Mr. Chrome.
Yeah, what happened to Mr. Chrome, Blind Boy?
He's got a fabulous career as what's he do? Prosthetic designer.
Something with Chrome.
For movies.
Tony, do you know that
Chambers.
Tony, do you know that Blind Boy Boat Club said before in one of his podcasts he didn't consider them to be a comedy act?
Who?
The Rubber Bandits. He doesn't think they're a comedy act at all. He thinks they have some comedy aspects, but they're not a comedy thing. And that's pretty much the day I stopped listening to his podcast.
I don't know how to take that.
Yeah.
Cock and millish.
Right. Now that I've buried a much more successful podcast than us, I've got a 5-star question for you. And Tony, I think you're going to like this one. And Liam, also you're going to like this one. But Tony, you're going to like this one.
Yeah, you always seem to fucking put emphasis on Tony liking things, and you never seem to give a shit about me.
Yeah, because remember, Liam, you don't like things. you don't like things that much.
Nah, fair shout.
We discussed that on Games Night.
Ask the question, baby.
Available now on patreon.com/BigMikePod, baby. Okay. Who would you cast as your protagonist for a dystopian TV show? So that's all you know at the moment. You're going to be in charge of like directing a dystopian TV show, but you don't know exactly what it's going to be about.
And the protagonist is the main bad guy.
The main good guy.
Main character.
Main
character, yeah. So who would you both cast as your protagonist?
I think Whoopi Goldberg is due a comeback.
Would you be going for a comedic feel? Because that's generally what she did. I mean, obviously, she doesn't think anything she did was funny. She just thinks...
I have faith in Whoopi. I think she's got range. And potentially there could be aspects of comedy to it. It doesn't necessarily need to be a full-on comedy.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. But I think that she would definitely bring a cool vibe to the table because she's got that cool vibe about her.
Okay. And Tony, who are you thinking?
Randy Newman.
You've both gone from like not up and coming stars.
No, like we want this to succeed, man.
So why Randy Newman, Tony?
Never seen him act in anything.
That is
curiosity.
That is not good enough. I've never seen him act. That's like someone saying I've never seen Liam inspect a sewage tank and just giving him the fucking job. Like,
yeah,
well, that's what happened.
It didn't. You're never getting that job, no matter how much you try.
Easy
matter-
to do it. I
no matter
could do
how
that in the morning
much-
if I wanted.
No matter how much you, what's the word now? How much you volunteer at the local sewerage tanks, you're never getting that job.
I could easily do that. Do you think I'm not smart enough to do that, cunt?
I don't think you're charismatic enough.
I think I'm I'm definitely charismatic enough.
You were going
I'm
to say
probably
you're
far
far
more-
too charismatic.
No, I wasn't. I was going to say I'm far more charismatic than any sewage tank inspector you've ever fucking heard of.
That is offensive to sewerage tank inspectors I've heard of.
Well, I wouldn't say it is. I wouldn't actually say it is. Because
No.
I think if you think it's offensive to them, then you're offending me. So fuck
Okay.
you.
All right.
Fuck you, Mike.
Okay, look. Right.
Who'd you pick, Mike?
Here's the twist, cunts.
It's Muppets. It's all Muppets.
No, they are the two main characters now. And you're co-making the
cute.
show. Do they work together?
I think so. I think they actually would. I bet you they have worked together on something.
Randy Newman probably wrote their music.
There. Do you think Whoopi Goldberg's a band?
Whoopi Goldberg, what?
Do you think Whoopi Goldberg is a band?
Is a band? No,
What do you
Randy
mean, who
Newman.
wrote their music?
Randy Newman's a musician.
A magician.
A musician.
He's like Darren Brown, is he?
Randy Newman. He wrote the "You Got a Friend in Me."
Pretty lady eating an
You
apple.
got a friend in me.
Yeah. I'm going to check what Whoopi's up to now.
Whoopi, she's in a bath of milk.
Right now.
Whoopi Goldberg.
She does it all the time.
Whoopi Goldberg, American actor. Here we go. What's she got going on? What age is she?
Sister
She's
Act.
65.
Sister Act 84.
She's 65.
She was in Star Trek Next Generation.
The new one?
No, the
She was in
one
Ghost,
from the 90s.
but not the one with the slots, the real one.
The real one, yeah, she was. She was like a, what you call it? Spiritualist is the word I'm thinking of.
Yeah, why not?
I don't even know what Ghost is.
Oh, it's a movie. It's Oh My Love, I give you every drop. I think that's an Ed Sheeran song, but it's that kind of song one, isn't it? Unchained Melody, and they do the pottery thing.
Yeah. It's Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, and some
Also a very long time ago.
some
yeah.
attractive lady like Laura Linney or someone like that.
Winona Ryder. I don't know who it is. 1 second.
I heard they were going to cast Whoopi Goldberg as Snoopy.
Were they?
Yeah. Live action Snoopy.
Yeah, fair play. Right. I would
play.
I would cast Samantha Mumba as my
Oh, it's Demi Moore. Demi Moore.
or less.
No.
Okay.
Demi Moore. Was she married to Bruce Willis or Ashton Kutcher or both?
Definitely Ashton Kutcher.
I feel like she has a child with Bruce Willis.
Well, look, maybe her and Bruce Willis made Whoopi one time.
Making whoopee.
Okay.
Classic.
So that was a good 5-star question of the week. Question where every week we give a 5-star review to ourselves.
Who would you pick, Mike?
Samantha Mumba. S. Mumba.
Did you say that?
I did.
Sorry, I was Googling stuff.
I was Googling stuff. Samantha
Yes,
Mumba.
mums.
And if I had a second choice as a love interest, it'd be Laura Linney.
Ah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust her. I couldn't work with someone like that.
Yeah.
I thought you loved her. I thought you loved
No,
her.
you tried to force her to love us.
To love us? Love them, Laura!
Separately in two different lives, like.
Yeah, do you think Laura Linney would be better as the antagonist, as the old baddie?
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
okay. Well,
I don't know. But just if I had anything to do with it, I wouldn't want to work with her. So I don't think she should be involved.
Okay. Samantha Mumba is actually the antagonist, and East 17 are her henchmen.
That's fucking sick, man. Imagine all of E17. Imagine fucking Jason Orange as a henchman. Is he not from Jason Orange? Surely from Take That, is he?
I have no idea who any of these people are.
You don't know who E17 are?
I know who E7. I've definitely heard who E17 are, but
To go. Don't say you'll never go.
Say now. Isn't that a Christmas song?
The video is Christmassy and it's played at Christmas.
Oh, Brian Harvey is who I was thinking of. Jason Orange is from Take That.
What about Robbie Williams? Is he from E17?
He's from, I think he's in Westlife. Was he Westlife or Boyzone?
No, he was in NSYNC.
Oh, okay.
Should we just...
and sync with Justin Bieber.
And Michelle McCool.
Are they dating now in real life or pop world?
Who Justin
What,
Bieber
Justin?
Michelle McCool.
and who?
Michelle McCool.
I
And
think
Justin Bieber.
I think The Undertaker wouldn't be happy with that because it's his wife.
Wow.
It's mad, isn't it? She's like fucking what? 20 years old or something. He's about fucking 87. Like.
Yeah. But when you...
He's like in her mid-30s or late 30s, probably.
Yeah, but he's like 87. Like, The
he's in
Undertaker's
his
close to
50s.
fucking...
But when you see him in that Gangnam Style video, you're like, he doesn't look it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You think of The Undertaker or Psy?
No, Undertaker, you did Gangnam
Undertaker,
Style.
it's a whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop,
Gangnam Style. Yeah, that was it. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I feel like we need to make this a really good episode for the people who just sat through all that now.
What? I think they're blessed.
Okay, they're blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag we have to pick again.
Hashtag baby, you
lads.
don't have to go.
Liam, why are you skipping ahead to be looking at picking? Remember, we got the ad segment sponsored by...
Yeah, funky like a fucking monkey.
So the
Are they back?
the ad segment every week is sponsored
Loot
by Loot Crate, which is sponsored by patreon.com/Big Mike Pod. Head on over to patreon.com/Big Mike Pod and you get every episode a couple days early. You get the bonus episode every month. By this week, it's going to be 6 bonus episodes, 7 if you include the one where I read the story, which was like, you know, not great, but it's something to listen to for a few minutes if you wanted to listen to it.
13 and a half minutes.
13 and a half
Gold.
minutes of gold. Beautiful gold.
Iron ore.
Yeah, Loot Crate is a thing, get nerd shit to your door. But if you forget about Loot Crate and sign up to Big Mike Pod, patreon.com/Big Mike Pod, we could do with the money, and also you'd be supporting us, and also you'd be buying us a cup of coffee. I think that's what some people say about Patreon. If
Your fucking best mate says that, doesn't he?
if you
But there's nothing funny about it.
not funny.
Yeah.
If you saw, we're actually not comedians, also that's the joke there. If patreon.com/Big Mike Pod to save 10%.
Dirty mics.
Okay, what voice should I do? The actual ad in. We got funky like a monkey back.
Curious George.
They considered giving us up. They considered cancelling us, and I said, lads, look, we'll pay you this week.
No, Mike.
No.
Oh,
not how
by
it
the way,
works.
lads, I need 50 quid from both of you.
50 quid.
Absolutely not.
You're paying them like
I'm paying them €100, so I need 50 quid from each of you to pay for it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, doesn't make sense. So you're paying them 15 times more than they've paid us ever.
Yeah, at least 15 times.
I'd say don't bother, man.
What voice should I do? And then maybe
I'd say leave it out, man. I'm not paying them.
I've already paid them. I just need the money off.
Okay,
you.
well then you're out of pocket.
You're out of bugger.
What voice?
Curious
should I do?
George.
I'm not doing Curious George. I've already done a chimpanzee once. I'm not doing a second chimpanzee. I put my foot down.
Johnny Bravo.
I don't know Johnny Bravo.
Mama, you know Johnny Bravo.
I don't know Johnny Bravo. Pick some.
How do you not know
someone
Johnny
I know.
Bravo?
Pick one of my famous characters.
Do Cat Dog.
I don't know what Cat Dog sounds like.
Do Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the brain, okay? Because I don't remember.
That's Kelsey Grammer, isn't it?
Niles.
Okay, so do Sideshow Bob.
Niles.
Okay, so do Frasier.
Sideshow Mel.
Okay, so do Frasier from Cheers.
Ted Danson.
Perfect. Now tell us what's happening.
Go to funkylikeamonkey.com to get all the best weird shit for your house. I was a bit stuffy in Frasier and a bit it's weird in Frasier in Cheers I had really ill-fitting suits and patched elbows, but by the time I got to my own TV show they made me a bit more of a classy looking man. They quite changed my character altogether. But funky like a monkey. Sorry, I forgot this is costing Liam and Tony 50 quid each, this ad. So Funky Like a Monkey is a place where you get all cool clocks and stuff. Oh, my name's Niles, and oh, it's Daphne. I just realised I can't do a Niles voice, so I'll do a Daphne voice. Daphne Moon. Eddie, shut up, you little fucking twat.
I have no idea what's going on.
Daphne Moon. Buy this stuff. They have gears for your wall and gear for your drugs. They sell real drugs. No, they don't. Big Mike Pod at checkout. Save 10%. Spend 50 quid. Save 10% with Big Mike Pod. Get the little Cookie Monster guy in the post. At checkout, 10%. Lads.
That was beautiful performance.
Between the 100 quid.
I'm afraid you're starting Seinfeld.
In Cheers.
Between the 100 quid and my brilliant delivery there, we have got them back on board as sponsors.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
We're looking at week 7 next week. They have to.
Yeah.
Funky.
Monkey.
That's great. That's we'll chop that together in post. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it right now.
Funky.
Monkey.
So again, we're here on to round 4 with the something a lot of podcasts do and we never do because we're not very good at it, is they every week they explain everything, so if a new person listens they know what's happening. We just kind of trundle along as if everyone's been listening since week 1. Now we did get a lot of listens in week 1 and then no one listened again, but look, so we're on round 4. I'm not going to explain why it's round 4, that's too much hassle, but we're on round 4 and it's the lads are going to pick their own options. Tony, take it away.
You go first. Oh, no, wait.
No, you go first.
Okay. I'll go first, Mike, okay?
Okay, go on first then, will you?
Mike, I'm going to take the reins here.
Would you rather?
What's the cash?
Just that there's no card. Card doesn't exist.
Oh.
You thought I was getting a big wad of cash.
Yeah. Living in Game of Thrones world.
Or
I'm going to do a little Coldplay on here. I'm going to take it back to the start. Your clothes are random colours every day.
that is the very first question.
You
know what? Clothes being different colour every day. My clothes are always different colour every day.
They're not.
They are.
I've seen you wear that hoodie before.
Yeah, but there's different colour to what I wore yesterday.
That's fair enough then. So Tony's already doing it, but it's not random. You got to choose these clothes.
Yeah, it's true.
Living in Game of Thrones world.
I'm actually rewatching Game of Thrones at the moment because
you like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why else?
That's a good enough reason, Tony.
Mm.
But you like in Game of Thrones world, would you have a different tunic every day? You have a different coloured tunic all the time?
You wear whatever tunic you can afford.
Would your sword be a different colour all the time? So like usually they just have steel swords. Would it be like
green? Blue.
They'd be amazed.
Red.
Like, who is this young buck here? Huh? This young stallion walking with this blue sword.
Mike, did you say red?
You said blue. I wasn't listening, but when you said blue, I said red. Just because I wanted to...
The red wedding?
No, just because I was looking at my phone, because I just got a text from movieextras.ie and I might have been offered a part. So I was just looking at that. And
no, let's talk about that. That's more interesting. What movie extra part?
Game of Thrones.
Are you available as a baker for Disney's Disenchanted?
Oh, Disenchanted, nice.
A baker?
A baker.
That's out in Enniskerry, no?
Is that in Wicklow?
This one is in Enniskerry. Shoot days are in the past, actually, when this comes out. Oh, shit.
Well, you can't do it either.
Fucking weekend days, isn't it?
Is this like 3 times you've been offered stuff and you can't do it?
Well, I'm not being offered it. It's just availability check.
Yeah, but... Right, maybe it wasn't more interesting. We'll, Game of Thrones getting chucked in. So, because I was, we were barmen the first time this came up. I'm no longer a barman. Am I going to be like a painter in Game of Thrones world now?
Yeah.
You have painting. You'd be builder. You'd be building the castles.
That'd be fucking... I'd build the catapults. I'd specialise in them. The big wooden ones with the wheels on them.
And I must be a Lannister because I do nothing now.
Yeah, you can't be.
You know what I mean?
You're both still be barman. We'll say that.
I think I'd be a Stark, in fairness.
Well, I'd probably quit my job and be a slingshot builder.
Okay, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to take over the world.
It's the hours, man. It's the hours and the smell. Back then, like, or whenever, it could be now, running parallel, I don't know. The smell out of the bars there, I'd say, would be not a nice work environment.
I'd taken over the world anyway.
There's no union.
I got a couple of pet dragons.
Where'd you get them? You can't have got them.
I bought them off a lad. I knew a guy.
Where'd you meet him? In the pub?
I don't know.
Yeah, I bet you've only got the eggs, haven't you?
You know when you go home sometimes from a night out and you're like, oh, what's this? That's kind of what happened. Like
You woke up with 3 dragons in your pocket.
Yeah, instead of having like an empty kebab, it was like, oh, there's a dragon.
Empty kebab.
Yeah, an empty.
you like take off the top and eat the meat.
Yeah, exactly. Did you ever get that?
Just eat the filling of your kebab.
You wake up and like the kebab's fully folded, but somehow there's no meat in it and it hasn't been ripped.
Do you reckon they just take the piss out of you and you're lucky? I reckon that could happen. Alright, here's Tony again. Give him the dud. Give him the dud.
What was the other option?
What?
What was the other option?
Your clothes change colour.
Oh yeah, all the way back.
See how easy it is to forget when you're not the one asking, Mike?
Yeah.
It's really hard to remember, to forget.
I just wouldn't wear clothes. Then it wouldn't change colour.
You'd be naked.
Yeah.
Would you be naked though?
Yeah, why not?
You might just wear shorts.
Why not?
Because shorts don't matter what colour they are. But you can't go to the fucking...
Or
you can't go
baby blue.
to a funeral in shorts.
Why?
It's disrespectful, I guess.
I guess that would be disrespectful.
Unless it's mine. If you want to go to my funeral in shorts, I wouldn't give a shit.
If I have a funeral, everyone's going to have to be naked.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
Oh, wait. We spoke about funerals in the... Oh, yeah, that's why. I was thinking we spoke about funerals in the first episode as well. That's why, because of the changing of the colours of the clothes. And I had my classic my hit line. Putting the fun in funeral. Oh man, the amount of time if I had a beer for every time someone came up and said that to me in a pub, man. Fucking
Right.
If you wanted to give Liam a beer every time you came up to him in the pub, you could sign up to patreon.com/BigMikePod, £3
I would have
$1
exactly
a month.
2 beers.
And,
Get out of my dreams and into my car.
Yeah, get out of your ship and onto my jet ski.
get your wallet out of your card and put it into patreon.com/BigMikePod.
Probably work for weddings too. Imagine showing up, you have your suit there, and then, oh, I'm all in white.
Be cool.
Yeah, but then the fucking groom might be thinking he's marrying you.
I don't think so.
I think that's how it works.
What kind of people?
How
are
else
you
do
going
they
to
know
a
it's
wedding
the
of?
fucking, it's the bride, like?
What if we became a boy band, right? And we all had to show up in white suits for the music video. And Tony showed up, but he had picked this one, and we had forgotten that he picked it or whatever. Like, doesn't matter. And then he showed up in and his pants were like the color of my wallpaper, and the
Slightly grey.
and brick red, and the shirt was the color of my walls that I painted, and
Mike, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have to pick this one for that to happen.
his jacket was the color.
Everyone wear white, yeah. What?
Tony be the lead singer as well, because he's the only one of us with any kind of talent or skill.
Oh,
You don't know about that now.
Well, you've heard us sing.
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah. Tony's the songbird of our generation, and he doesn't even use his voice.
Yeah. Songbird.
That's the saddest story ever told.
Justin Williams.
They used to call me the songbird virgin.
What's your fucking answer?
Well, I'll go with ever-changing clothes colours, please.
And Tony?
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Heavy.
I feel some pressure here, lads.
Yeah, you should feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, Mike.
Because I'd like to live in the Game of Thrones world.
Would you?
Yeah, I wouldn't really like the random color clothes thing. But that was the very first question. Am I really?
You think would you not be scared in the Game of Thrones world?
Scared of what?
Death.
I just really would like to go to the pub again.
The common flu.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the pub. That's
You could do that now.
That's kind of the it's kind of a kicker for me is no social distancing.
Yeah, you can go to the pub now.
I suppose now on day of release I can, but not that now on.
Well, now you could if you flew here tomorrow. If you flew here tomorrow, you could.
Yeah, I don't think I legally can fly there tomorrow.
You can legally. There's flights going all the time.
Yeah.
It's completely legal to fly.
Can't.
I'm gonna say I would rather live in the Game of Thrones world.
Yeah, Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Thrones, yeah, Game of Thrones.
Thrones, no. Game of Thrones, no.
Yeah, no one's killing me. I'm killing everybody.
Me and Tony are going to be the two Lannisters.
Yeah.
You can't be, you fucking cunts. You don't get to change it now.
We're going to kill everyone. Right, so
Yeah.
Tony very cleverly said that he would like to live in the Game of Thrones world, and Liam for some reason picked like something from the first question that he'd order a rather random colour clothes.
Oh, well said, you fucking dog cunt.
But let us know
Yeah.
by starting a band with someone who wears different coloured suits to you, like I said about Tony earlier. Do that thing. Become
Dumb and Dumber over here.
become the best-selling artists of all time, and in your Oscar acceptance speech, because you do the theme music
Score.
to the new Pixar movie that year. What would you rather?
I get to pick
Would you rather?
be an award-winning director.
Ooh.
Or
Ooh.
That's a hot tamale.
being award-winning director or
Straight in the air.
be president of Ireland.
oh well.
Oops, you're on
I'm going to say
there.
something. Tony usually kind of says some stupid thing. Well, when you are the Hollywood director, you kind of are the president of Ireland.
You have to be both, right?
Yeah, you have to be president of Ireland to become a director.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone.
So the only real directors who ever been out there are past presidents of Ireland.
Yeah.
Like, you name one director that hasn't been president of Ireland.
Mary Robinson.
No, see?
No,
Think about it.
you know what I mean?
Think about it.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one. Give us another one.
Mary McAleese.
No, see?
You
Think
see
again.
what I mean?
Think again.
De
One
Valera.
more. See?
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, exactly, man.
And you've seen the De Valera movie as well.
I have not. But
have.
he's my neighbour.
Breakfast at Pluto.
Breakfast on Pluto.
Tony, I saw the place where Michael Collins got shot, and I don't want to start any rumours, but I heard that De Valera was involved in it.
Mike,
Oh, yeah?
you took some fucking pretty elegant pictures there as well.
I am an elegant guy.
Yeah. But Evan Lara, he was a director. He directed The Crying Game and Breakfast on Pluto, as Tony said, and Midnight in Paris with Owen Wilson.
Chocolat.
Yeah, Le Chocolat.
And a la Chocolat, yeah. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Human Centipede.
I still haven't watched it, have you?
Yeah, I watch it most nights.
Why
I've
don't
never
you watch
seen
it all the nights?
Most nights, like when I'm going to bed.
Have you actually seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
Is it good? Is it weird? Is it watchable?
Yeah, it's watchable.
I've always thought it'd be like so horrible that like it'd be impossible to watch. But like, how much do you see?
It's watchable. You just have to watch it, man. Like,
Is it gory? Like, do you see heads on
you
asses?
see,
Like, do you see mouths going
see
into
enough. Like,
buttholes? Like,
it's pretty.
vivid.
You see enough. Like, I think they actually could make it worse.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it when I can find it. If you have a dodgy link to the Human Centipede, let me know over on Big Mike Corp on Twitter.
It's what we watch as a family when I go home.
Makes sense.
They reenact all the scenes then.
Yeah. I'm always the middle one.
You're the middle child. No, you're
Tony
doing
gets
good,
out the old
Yeah.
sewing kit.
We always think it's a packet of Danish biscuits, but no, it's the sewing kit.
Danish biscuits. Do they eat
What
biscuits in
TV
Denmark?
show was it where they do this? The Human Centipede is like, do you want me to eat this or this?
What?
They copy the Human Centipede and it's like, do you want me to eat like, I don't know, rotten fish or like this lovely chicken dinner? And he's like, the chicken dinner, obviously, but his mouth's there. He's like, what? Not the chicken dinner, the rotten fish, okay. Very funny.
Rotten.
Very funny.
The whole idea of it makes me feel a bit ill. Because you could see that someone could actually do that. Like, people are twisted enough that...
I don't know how the person would swallow.
Huh? Well, you'd have no choice though, would you? You'd suffocate otherwise, would you?
You'd have to like roll over. You'd have to do like a roll together.
Why?
That was disgusting what Liam just did. He pretended like he was gagging on someone's shit.
Yeah. But like...
You wouldn't get your nutrients.
No,
though.
you wouldn't.
They'd die pretty quickly.
Yeah, the arse would fall off the cart pretty fast, you know?
Unless you're feeding them something like sweet corn or something.
I reckon it still lost a lot of its nutrients.
You could probably do it to a rabbit.
I don't think so.
Do you think rabbits can just eat human shit and it'll be okay?
No, I was just thinking more just rabbits. Like tree rabbits.
Oh, like rabbit shit.
Because they eat their food
Like a
3
rabbit
times
shit,
in a
yeah.
row to get the nutrients.
Yeah, but they also like are sometimes eating fresh food as well.
Yeah.
Not just shit every day. Someone else's
Yeah.
shit.
Anyway, boys, can we...
Yeah.
Can you imagine Can you imagine the human centipede in COVID times? It's a crazy world out there.
Well, 2 of them wouldn't need face masks.
They're what you could call a close contact.
That's herd immunity if I've ever seen it.
Stop.
Oh, eat a fucking load of shit.
What would you rather?
But yeah,
be?
Eamon De Valera also directed the Da Vinci Code.
So are we still going off that joke I made at the start of the question?
Wait, what
What
joke?
joke?
The one where I said, like Tony would say, a Hollywood director does have to be the president of Ireland.
Oh, was that a joke?
I wasn't
Yeah,
joking.
yeah.
Tony didn't sound like he was joking.
I don't think Michael Bay was ever the president of Ireland.
Michael Bay.
Yeah, he came
was.
after Douglas Hyde, I'm sure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, see, you can just nail him with facts every time.
What about Bryce Dallas Howard?
Yeah. Martin Scorsese. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. What about Peter Jackson? What about
Michael Moore. All of them.
What about
Macklemore.
Chris Columbus? What about Christopher Columbus? What about the guy who directed Armageddon? What about
What about what's his name? You know who I'm talking about. The guy who directed The Village and Sixth Sense and
M. Night Shyamalan?
M. Night Shyamalan.
It's always so
actually
hard to say his name.
He actually is Mary Robinson, though.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I'd rather be a Hollywood
M.
director.
Night
What about you?
Shyamalan. Mary Robinson.
Yeah.
So, you make of that what you will, but I know the real.
Would you even like to be the president of Ireland?
I'd
Get
hate
a
it.
grip, Tony.
It'd be so fucking annoying.
The president, like, it doesn't really do anything, so it's
I
not
don't
as
care
bad
if
as
he-
the Taoiseach, but
I don't know, man.
stupid house to live in as well. They have to
I wouldn't
live in
like all
that
the
place.
glitz and glamour, you know? You see
Yeah.
Michael D and he's tormented with cameras and paparazzi and
Yeah.
dogs and people interviewing him. And it's no life that I want, I'll tell you that. I want the quiet life. I
Yeah.
want to sit on my little porch swing and sip on down the river, you know?
Yeah, I want to sit in my stoop.
Yeah. And watch the world go by.
I've always thought you looked a bit stupid, alright, Tony?
Hey, see what you did there?
Some cunt you are.
I'll drink to that.
You drink a fucking Lucozade over there, you cunt.
Yeah. No, I finished it.
What type is it?
Original, the only kind.
Original Lucozade. The only kind, according to Tony.
is it?
Not true.
Is it a clear bottle now?
They put it in a clear bottle. Do you know
Or
7 Up?
It's always been a clear bottle, but they had the wrapper. It was all red.
Do you know 7 Up comes in a clear bottle now instead of a
No.
green bottle? It does swear down.
Oh, rotten
So it just looks like water.
fucking shit, man.
Fucked up.
Does it taste different?
No, it tastes like fucking 7 Up.
Does it?
Ugh.
Because I used to think when you had a bottle of Coke, when you took the label off, it tasted different.
It did,
That's
yeah, no, that
bizarre.
was, that's a psychological thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think it actually tastes different. I think you think it tastes different.
Sprite or 7-Up?
What?
Sprite or 7-Up?
Oh, just in general?
Yeah.
Sprite at home, 7 Up here.
What?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, they taste different. 7 Up's really limey here. It's not really limey at home. It's more lemony.
It's like Fanta. Fanta's different here.
Yeah, very different. Mirinda's better than Fanta here.
Oh, Mirinda's the best out of everywhere.
Club Orange.
Mirinda's the fucking business.
Club Orange is great as well. Club Lemon. Fanta Lemon isn't as good as Club Lemon, is it? Or is it better? I don't know.
Tango.
Yeah.
I think Tango is the best.
You think Tango's the best orange one? No, I think it's cheap tasting. I had it recently.
I think it's the most expensive tasting. I think it tastes like diamonds and rubies.
I like the Moet fizzy orange.
Well, Tony just loves orange. It smells like piss because he puts it in the toilet and pisses.
Well, that's what I think Tango is.
Yeah. That's where they get the juice from the Tango. See what he did there?
That's right.
Right, I'm going director.
Tango Cherry, though. I'll be a director. What was the other option?
Director. Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, I'll be a director.
Both the lads said that they would rather be a Hollywood director, but let us know by going over to the local post office and telling the person who works in there, what would you rather?
Hello, Maureen. I prefer to be the president of Ireland.
Will you stop? Will you stop doing that? Every fucking week.
Would you rather?
Oh, it's me first, is it?
Yeah.
Travel forward 200 years.
Time travel for 10 minutes at a time.
Oh.
Oh, we forgot to let Mike say
Or
time travel for 10 minutes at a time.
See, if you could do that, you could go back 10 minutes and fix that.
if only we had that. If only we had that kind of power, Tony.
So, when you travel 200 years to the future, is that a once-off deal? You can only do that once.
That's it. You're stuck there.
So you go to 2221 and then you live your life from there.
Yeah. Yeah, so these are actually very different.
Yeah.
Be so out of touch, it'd be great.
Do you think society would be recognizable?
No.
Okay. Do you think if someone from 200 years ago came into now, would society be recognizable? I think it would be.
No.
No, but I mean, like, as in, there are buildings, there are people walking around speaking the same language, roughly, do you know, like, going about their business.
Yeah, I think it will be. It's only 200 years.
I think it's 200 years from now to when it was back then. It's fucking different. It's so different. So imagine how quickly we are now progressing.
That is true.
200 years in the future now would be fucking madness.
I still think people are going to have to live in houses. And like, you're not going to fucking be floating buildings and, do you know?
Yeah.
Who knows? I think technology-wise would be,
Yeah, light years ahead.
crazy.
I suppose there won't be anything particularly resembling cars we have now, will there? They'll all be just self-driving. There'll be no getting into your car, I don't think.
Well, the first ever...
There'd be no what?
Like getting into your car and driving somewhere.
I don't know. I feel like it's always going to be a thing. People love to drive, like.
I know, but it's not been a thing for that long.
I find it hard to believe that there'll never be all driverless.
Like, so...
Always, I don't know.
driverless cars.
If you think
I don't-
about-
People enjoy driving. So.
Yeah.
They do, but like smoking is an example where like it's only a few hundred years old. The idea of it. So like for like a long time in history, no one did it, and then for like a few hundred years, people are doing it, and you know, like the way people are quitting and like it's kind of being like taxed and everything. People are going to stop eventually in the next like 100 years maybe, and then the life is going to carry on without it again forever.
Yeah, but that's because smoking's bad for you. Because it's literally bad for your health. Driving isn't bad for your health. Like.
Yeah, but this is the thing. If
Dangerous.
it becomes safer, then...
And people are
I don't know.
lazier as well.
I don't think in 200 years it'll be gone, though.
Don't know, you'd be surprised. Like, it could be like 2 or 3 generations down the way. People could just go here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not driving. You don't need a license. All you need is a car, and it drives you there. Don't need to learn, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So the next generation probably won't even be learning how to drive.
Yeah, you don't need to. So why would you?
It's very strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like, I don't understand these driverless cars, right? Why are they even shaped like cars?
They don't even have driverless cars at the moment. They're not working properly. Like Tesla one doesn't work at all properly.
But
Well,
you've seen them, like they are.
Yeah.
But the reason they be shaped like cars is cars are built for aerodynamics.
Yeah, I know, but I think it could be. I think could be a better shape.
Yeah,
Just-
there will be.
Yeah.
Someone made the first ever proper hoverboard recently.
Really?
The past couple of months, he just finished it. It's basically like a massive drone that compensates and stuff, so you can like fly it in the air over buildings and stuff, but you're just standing on it, and it just and it can go like really fast and stuff. You can just get to where you need.
You're saying it's like a drone. Does it have like propellers then?
Yeah, has loads of propellers. But like it's taken him something like a long time to make this perfect. So now it can hold up to 500 pounds.
Jeez.
And yeah, and it can.
My bank account can't even do that.
It's basically like a flying transport system for yourself. Like
That's fucking cool as well.
yeah, he's gonna make a lot of money off that. That could be the future.
But see, that's what I mean. Like, if people are like heading in that direction, do you know, flying. I can see flying cars or like that being more of a thing than no one drives. I think you'll still have to pilot them. Like,
No, it's too hard to coordinate flying cars, though, isn't it?
I think in 100 years, almost no one will drive because of self-driving cars. I think in 200 years it'll be gone, like gone.
do you
I think
really
so.
think so? I think that's
Yeah.
crazy. I think that's not.
Or they might be on to the next thing, like flying, but you won't be driving them. Again, like people have only been driving cars for like what, 100 years now or something.
I think we're going to go back to horse and carriages.
I don't think we are.
No, it's gonna go the opposite.
The carriages are going to be Tesla cars.
And the horses are gonna be drones.
Yeah, the horses are going to be just children.
Jesus, I don't see it fizzling out that quickly.
It's not quick. 200 years is a long time.
It's
I wonder
not
if
really.
I wonder if it'll get to the stage where it's like breaking the law for driving, self-driving. You know.
Yeah, like I think it'll be illegal to drive in 200 years.
Okay.
There'll be people driving classic cars, which are like, you know, cars from like 2150.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like and they'd be like, whoa, you can only do that at a rally, like at a certain amount thing, and they're driving like really slow, going like, whoa, look how fast they're going. And there's not even a computer on board.
What, you think when old cars are driving slow, people are going to think they're going fast? So you think driverless cars are going to be really slow?
No, they go zoom, 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 zoom. But people think like a human couldn't go that fast. That's a computer thing. You know,
I'm
it makes
confused.
sense. No, you.
Okay,
I think-
I don't.
There's only one way to find out: is picking the 200 years. If that's
Well, no, there's two ways to find out. You can travel 200 years in the future for 10 minutes and come back to your normal life. And then you can go 400 years in the future for 10 minutes and come back to your normal life.
Yeah.
So you can actually have a sneak peek at the entirety of history, basically, for 10 minutes. And
at the time. I mean, you can always go back straight away again.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get a bit of motion sickness, though. You need your chocolate orange bar to get your sugar back up.
No, I don't know. I think the 10 minutes one is better. Like, I think it's better. Like, you get to live your normal life and just do that if you feel like it, you know?
Go on your hollybops.
Yeah, but it's like it's very limiting, isn't it? The 10 minutes thing. You wouldn't be you'd be able to see things, obviously, but you wouldn't be able
It's
to
just
like
not
enjoy
long enough,
much.
is it?
But why can't you go for 10 minutes and come back and then go for another 10 minutes and come back?
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah. I think just that safety net of having your real life would be nice. As opposed to like fucking going 221 and like maybe hating life, maybe not being able to function out there because there was some fucking explosion and you don't have the right gills to survive.
True.
Yeah, who knows? Like, if you...
Okay.
You feeling
so,
guilty?
Tony, what did you say?
What do you mean?
What one do you want?
I want 200 years in the future.
Full commitment, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 10 minutes at a time.
This is tough. This is real tough. Oh, because a 10 minutes thing would be interesting. You could see what everything looked like at different points.
Be interesting to see everything, though. That's the thing with the 10 minutes.
Yeah, and backwards, you can see dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 10 minutes at a time thing. I think you'd get more crack out of it and it'd be a lot less risky of just like, yeah, it's shit in 200 years' time.
Yeah, that's my fear, that you have to live there forever and you might not even be able to survive there.
Be grand. Be panicking. Find there, you'll survive.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be.
Find there, you're surviving, like.
So, Tony said that he would rather travel for 200 years, and Liam said he would rather time travel for 10 minutes at a time. But let us know by going to a sporting event, which they really are starting to reopen now. Going to a sporting event with a big sign that says, "What would you rather?" Would you rather?
It's my go, right?
I assume so.
Yeah. Have a genie in a lamp.
See Nessie, but no one believes you.
Or
See Nessie, but no one believes you.
that is the least chance I was ever given.
And what do you say? Have a balloon at night.
Have a balloon at night, but you get to make a wish on it and it comes out of a lamp and it's a genie.
Yeah.
But it's a balloon at night, like. Have a balloon at night. It's been a year. Has that ever come up, like?
Almost a year.
Almost a year, sorry. Alright.
Yeah, exactly. So how am I supposed to know if it's not a full year?
True.
That is true. He made it fucking true.
I think I should leave.
So both these are like seeing a mythical thing,
Yeah.
creature, person. Like,
I don't know, but I just don't trust genies, like.
do you trust Nessie?
Yeah, I trust them with my life. Did you know Margaret Thatcher funded a thing to actually go searching for Nessie?
And did he stayed away from her? Did he?
I think she had to pull it in the end, but she put a lot of money into it originally. She was going to. She had a plan to do it, and then I don't know.
And she's renowned for being a cunt.
Yeah, something happened,
So-
and she didn't. But she really wanted to see if it was real.
Did you think she got a cease and desist from his lawyers? Because it's a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
you stay away from my home.
yeah.
I've done this to enough people.
What do you think its full name is? Like Archibald Nestor Nessington.
I don't think it's anything to do with Ness. I think his name might be like Rab Callaghan.
Rab Callaghan.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather see Rab Callaghan or Trimble Trimble?
What was the second option?
That's the genie's name, Trimble Trimble.
That's the genie's name.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. His parents had a good sense of humor.
He has
I actually
parents.
don't know. I don't know how genies reproduce. I don't-
Yeah, I was gonna say, why does he need parents?
He's got his whole family in there. He's waiting for you just to rub it. That's why he gives you the wishes. He's sick of being stuck in there with them.
The fucking twist, right? In all genie stories, I think I just made this up though. It's brilliant, right? After your third wishes comes true, he
You have
stops
to.
being a genie, and you're the genie, and you go into the lamp until someone else finds
See what I
you.
mean? That's why I wouldn't
Just
trust.
like Scott Calvin,
Just
Tim Allen's
like
character in
Scott
the Santa
Calvin.
Claus.
Just like Laura Linney from the Truman
Why I don't
Show.
trust genies, like the bastards.
But you'd enjoy being a genie.
Why
So
would I
Tony-
enjoy being a
Oh,
genie?
you'd be such a
Okay.
bastard, look.
Here's the thing, now, Troy.
being a genie?
No, you guessed it.
You're a genie, right? No, you get a genie. You do the 3 wishes. It all goes well. But then the second the third wish is done, it goes like zoop, and he goes, "I'm going to heaven," and you're like zoop into the lamp, and suddenly you're kind of green, and you're like muscly, right? And then the lamp falls out of your hand as you go into it, and gets buried in the sand because your wish was to go to the beach, and 100 years later, someone brushes it out and finds you, and you say 3 wishes, blah blah blah. Would you tell them?
I'd be like, absolutely, this is so unrealistic. They're not going to have brushes in 100 years' time. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, but come on.
Okay. Would you tell them that
Would you
after
tell
their third wish? No.
The child, the 5-year-old child.
No, I wouldn't tell him that.
Tony, would you tell him?
No, I tell them you have to make the 3 wishes as quick as you can for them to come true.
But wait,
Make it 4 just in case.
What if it was like a minute later and a kid picked you up? Would you tell him?
no. But see, this is what I was going to ask. So if it was a minute later, would I ascend to heaven or would I just come back to life?
Ascend to heaven.
Oh, so like either way, once that genie,
Oh, you're dead, yeah.
do I know that?
I suppose you don't know that.
I have a little Alexa in the genie bottle.
Okay, because if I knew that, I would tell the kid he's got 2 wishes and then he's got to put me back in the sand.
Could you
But-
want to stay in the sand, or could you?
Yeah, I'd prefer to. I think so. Because heaven could be horrible.
But then I think from the rules I've made up, you're like trapped then, because no one else
the
could make a
same
wish.
guy has to give you the wish.
Yeah, no one else can make a wish
I'd tell him
till
so.
he
I'd tell him so. If I knew.
You'd
I
say,
had that.
"Oh, lad, you're going to turn into me, and then I'm going to be."
Yeah. I
Lovely
wouldn't.
here. I'd be telling them how great it is.
I wouldn't tell him. Yeah, I wouldn't tell him. I'd tell him heaven's in here and you get to come in here after 3 wishes.
Yeah, I'd tell them, here, look, you haven't seen inside what I've done with the place. It's lovely.
It's lovely in there.
It's real nice.
Real spacious. You wouldn't think it.
Yeah, it's mad.
So you're both saying like you're going to tell him that he's going to become the genie,
No.
but it's all good.
No, I probably wouldn't. That's the truth. I wouldn't actually tell him. I'd tell him he's got 3 wishes, I can do them.
And the quicker he does them, the better.
It's the aim of the game.
Paddle your own canoe, you cunt. You know?
It's the aim of the game. If you're stupid enough to trust a genie, like.
Yeah, exactly. Tony wouldn't be stupid.
What? So fucking let's just say some stranger came out of around the corner and was like, "Hey, I'll grant you 3 wishes." You're gonna be like,
wishes,
"Oh,
man."
thanks."
Okay, here's another one. So, Liam, you wouldn't tell the 5-year-old 100 years later, and you wouldn't tell the 5-year-old a minute later.
A minute later. No.
Would you tell Tony?
No.
So you'd let Tony do it.
Oh,
You wouldn't save Tony's
for
life.
sure.
If I saw you
I'd
come
tell
out of
Tony
a
he's
bottle,
got 6 wishes as well. He'd be so disappointed.
if I came out of a bottle, I'd be like, "What the fuck? What?"
I tell Tony he's got 6 wishes, so he doesn't even use up the good ones first. He's saving them. Oh, I'll have a new bed and you fucking idiot.
And my beard to do with the trim.
Oh, I can't wait. Still got 4 left. Oh, little did he know.
I wish you'd tie my shoelace.
Oh man, in you go.
Yeah.
See what I've done with the place though? Nothing. I live like a
I'm
pig. I live
ascending
alone.
to heaven. Whee! Right. So
Man.
would you rather disregard all that now? Would you rather the genie or Nessie?
I want to play poker with Nessie, so I'd probably pick Nessie.
I would pick the genie, and I would wish wisely.
Okay.
But that clause isn't actually involved.
No, it isn't.
No, okay.
It is with every genie. Every genie, you can't trust them.
Can't trust them. You heard it here first, folks.
Cannot trust a genie.
Okay. So it's tough. Like Nessie's cool, but I don't want no one to believe me. Genies are cool, and I want loads of money. So.
Are you even listening to the whole thing of trusting genies? Like,
Popularity. I've just filled in my answer on the spreadsheet before telling you.
That's fucking sick. What is it, cunt?
I'd rather have a genie in a lamp.
Yeah.
yous are mad, like.
So Tony said that he'd like to see Nessie, but no one believes him. And Liam said that he would rather have a genie in a lamp. But let us know by wishing 3 times from a genie, getting stuck in the lamp for 100 years, a child finding you, lying to him and pretending like you're just going to grant him wishes and that he won't get stuck and you actually were never human at all. And then as you're ascending to heaven, let us know what you would rather. Right, charity starts at home, lads. Did you know that?
What? Who was that for?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, go ahead.
So, Tony, your end segment today? Is this going to be your last of these end segments? Because Liam seems to be cutting his short.
I don't know, no.
Cool.
Mine's grand, like.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay. Mine's a bit of quack.
Oh, very good.
I know.
Very good. Duck, goose, everybody.
I know.
Oh, I was like, why did he make a duck joke? I forgot what your end segment was, Tone.
It's alright.
That's all. See, that's all right, Mike.
Are you gonna go for me, duck goose?
Yeah.
You alright for duck
Yeah,
goose?
I'm ready for it. I can't wait, man. I'm pumped.
Quack, quack. What did they sound like?
Honk.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't actually think of many
Good.
today.
Good.
So,
Oh, that's brilliant, Tony.
isn't it? Isn't it?
Thanks for that.
Isn't it?
Good work.
So I'll go with, right, Steve Irwin, Bear Grylls, or David Attenborough.
Which is a goose.
It's the goose.
Well,
Steve Irwin's the goose.
I actually think Bear Grylls is a goose.
Bear Grylls is also a goose. 2 of those are massive.
Bear Grylls
geese.
is a big fucking goose.
Okay, we've got our answer. We know which one he
Okay.
At least Steve Irwin had a bit of fucking pizzazz to him. Like, Bear Grylls just fucking eats shit and drink piss, like. And then sleeps in a hotel. Weirdest fucking cut in the world, like.
He just does it for fun.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And
Not even-
He's
Tony
like one of
loves
those
to
terrible
fall into the wild.
YouTubers that just wants to be popular, like. So, James Joyce, Patrick Kavanagh, or Oscar
He's
Wilde.
thinking of these in the spot. He only had one daughter.
He's the best.
No, these are all on the spot. The first one was on the spot as well.
Who's the goose?
Yeah.
Patrick Kavanagh? I don't know.
Oscar Wilde. No, it's got to be James Joyce. You thought of the goose first. I don't know.
Yeah, it is James Joyce. He's a fucking goose.
James Joyce,
I
he's a
love
goose.
that you worked out that he would have thought of the goose first.
I didn't think of the goose first, like. So. Yeah. Oscar Wilde's pretty cool though. Like he was a gay guy when he wasn't supposed to be gay.
He wasn't supposed to be.
Wasn't supposed to be.
I know I'm not supposed to be gay, but I'm
Patrick
gay.
Kavanagh, you know, he's an into the wild
Dory,
man.
I'm interested. Did you actually just not know your end segment was coming up today?
I know it's coming. Duck goose.
He just had confidence in himself, Mike.
I'm very confident, buddy. Very confident. Now you're making me forget. So we're gonna go with Beethoven, Bach,
I don't.
or Mozart.
But I don't know the difference between any of the three.
Why don't you know the difference?
'Cause
That's
they're
on
just-
you, man.
That is on you, Mike.
Not Beethoven because he had a dog named after him.
That's why.
Not Mozart because
I feel like they've all had a dog named after them.
Yeah, they definitely have.
what's the other one? Bach.
Yeah,
We'll go for Bach. I'm gonna go for Bach.
I think Mozart.
You think Mozart?
It's a goose.
Bach.
Bach's a goose.
Oh yeah, I did it,
It's
guys.
just because of his name.
Yeah,
You
fucking
really
goose.
haven't thought about
Goose.
this.
No,
Just
this
because of his name, Mike.
this is like the fucking worst end segment of all time.
I actually love it.
We're
It's
nearly
such
a
a
year
goose.
in.
Don't be such a goose. Right, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, or Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, Ryan Seacrest is a fucking goose.
Do you know what Ryan Seacrest is? No?
Yeah.
American Idol.
Yeah. He used to be on TRL. He's a goose.
He's a fucking goose.
Who do you think, Mike?
I would. Tony, do you know what, lads? I'm going to call an audible here. Liam, you fucking gave up on your end segment after 2 weeks. Tony gave up on his end segment after 1 week. He's giving us this shite.
Right.
I think this should be the last ever end segment.
No.
think-
Limbo.
Oh, you're just trying to give up on yours before you even get going, you cunt.
Okay, Liam, Mike, or Pat.
Tony is the fucking goose out of that three.
I'm a goose.
That didn't make sense, like, because he wasn't in the choices.
I'm a goose.
Huh?
I'm a goose.
You're a goose.
I'm a goose. Look at me, I'm a goose.
That has been Duck Goose. Thanks for the charity, buddy.
That has been the last end segment ever.
Or if you're from...
No, it's not. I'm having mine in 2 weeks'
Isn't
time.
it shy? And if you're from Minnesota, it's Duck Grey Goose. Yeah.
Duck, Grey Goose.
No, Duck Grey Duck, sorry.
Grey
Yeah.
Duck.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks to everyone out there in podcast land for listening. If you know Samantha Mamba, get her to get in touch with me at Big Mike Corp. And I suppose, like, it was nice having those end segments. We had a good old run of them.
They'll be back. They'll be back in 2 weeks' time for mine, for sure.
It is over.
I'll be back straight away, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Mike's
make-
just trying to dodge his week next week.
Make sure to join us this Friday night for our birthday party.
I'll be kissing tabletops. I'll be dancing in the drop. It's Friday night.
Yeah. So yeah, this Friday night at 1:05 Irish time, we are having our birthday party. So make sure you come, bring a hat, a party popper, bring some cake, bring your own
Listen
cake,
along
whichever
with
one
us.
you like. Listen along with us. Have a little birthday with us. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. I'm going to drink champagne.
I'm going to have a pint of margarita.
And Tony, what are you going to drink? You're going to drink something
I'm gonna
stupid.
eat, play the duck and play the gooses.
I knew it was going to be something stupid.
Gooses.
Yeah. And for those of you listening on Patreon, enjoy our 2 days off from 1 year anniversary episode. I've been Big Mike. These have been some boys.
No, it will not be released on Patreon before.
We promise them every episode 2 days early.
Well, it's technically early. We can release it again Monday. They're not getting it earlier. It's for everybody. It's been a year. Hell of a year.
Sorry to our fucking loyal patrons. Liam's just called an audible that you're not getting shit for this week. So sorry about your damn 75 cent. That's just ours.
It was a bonus last week. You got that. We love yous.
We'll have to give him an extra bonus at some stage.
Give him an extra bonus burp
make
from
up for
Tony.
it. Tony
Wink
can do
at the camera.
a bonus segment for them. I've been Big Mike. These have been some boys. We've been Big Mike and the boys. We're going on tour in 2022. Look out for the dates. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
See you now.